This city is beautiful. The people are nice on a general note. But I have not yet found the girl I am looking for. It is a beautiful day, and maybe today is the day. Chuma hit the streets again, dressed fairly okay, no flamboyance at all. He set off to go to another eatery, looking for girl number 33 today. And on entering there, he saw a guy seated with a beautiful girl. The guy was tongue-lashing her. Chuma just wondered why. Are they married? Why the tongue lash? He was waiting to get his food when he heard a loud noise, and it was this well-dressed guy that slapped the beautiful girl and headed for the door. Chuma tried to stop him, but he looked at him with disdain and shouted at him, "Mind your business," and walked off. The girl was crying, embarrassed. Chuma walked up to her to try to talk to her. He asked, "Hey, sorry about what happened, but do you want me to call the police or something? We can track him down." She said, "No, please. That may make matters worse. Could I sit with you?" The girl said yes. "So who is this guy, if I may ask?" said Chuma. "Sorry, but if you don't mind, I would like to intrude a bit. I don't like men molesting women for any reason. Is he your husband?" "No, we are planning to get married. He's my fiancé." "Why did he behave the way he did? I bet it's not the first time, right?" "No, he does that sometimes, but it's almost always because I did something to provoke him," said the girl. "Otherwise, he's a very nice, loving guy. He loves me, and even the other day, he bought me a Rolex wristwatch. He is a banker, a big banker." Chuma said, "Oh, that's nice. So, are you trying to say he loves you and has a right to hit you when you provoke him, and maybe he buys you an expensive gift afterwards? You said your name is Adobe, right?" "Yes," said Adobe. "So, Adobe, tell me, do you love yourself?" "Yes, of course I do." "How much?" "Very much, of course." "So, have you ever mistakenly cut your skin while cutting your nail?" "Yes, I have." "So, did you get a knife to cut the hand that made your finger bleed?" "No, that's absurd." "How could I do that?" asked Adobe. "You wouldn't do that to you because you love you." "Yes, of course. So why would you say that guy loves you and hates you because of some mistakes you make or made? You are not yet married and he's been hitting you. What do you think would happen when you marry him?" "Let's go. The important thing is that we love each other." "Adobe, is that love? You are nice and gentle and naive. He shouts at you for the slightest error you make. From the little you have shared with me, he actually is a master bully. And he needs someone like you to express his bully nature on without being called out. And because you are satisfied with just a little, he buys you a gift here and there to keep you looking up to him and being subservient to him and not complain about his abuses. And because you don't have a good job, he sees you as a nobody that cannot get out of his clutches, a helpless and even senseless woman. What you tolerate today will increase tomorrow." As Chuma said this, Ekene, Adobe's guy, walked in. "Hey, Adobe, you are already at it. Talking to another guy?" Adobe went on her knees to beg. Chuma rose up to leave. Ekene held his shoulder and pushed him down back into his chair. "So what nonsense were you two talking about?" "Adobe, so you could be talking to a guy like this? If you want to cheat, at least cheat with a guy that could make me jealous. Why hang out with a guy that can't even pay for your meals in this eatery?" Chuma then got up and said, "Money isn't all it takes to keep and make a woman happy. It takes far more, far deeper things. You slapped her in public and you claim to love her. Anyway, goodbye." A Canadian bully said, "Poverty is your disease and you lack understanding. What a woman needs is money, and what money can buy. Get lost, my friend." Chuma came out, checked his wristwatch, and the day is far spent. He wondered if he could chat with another lady today. That would be girl number 34. But he needs to get in touch with one of his offices, as he needs to sign a document online. Also, he needs to give approval for some important dispatches to be made. He went back to his hotel to journal the day's encounter and then attend to his businesses back home. In his journal he wrote, "I met an incredible couple today. The guy seems to have some change, or at least enough to keep the girl mesmerized. He has zero respect for the girl and doesn't love her either. The girl, Adobe, believes differently. He bullies her and gets her gifts to make up. She is most likely dealing with a narcissist, and by the time they marry, she would be worse off. I am glad I spoke some things to her that should help her think before she jumps into a dungeon with her eyes open." Chuma made calls and attended to all the office issues. He decided to hit the streets again and went to a different part of town. He went to a park and sat around a bit. The weather wasn't that friendly anymore, so he headed to another eatery in that part of town. He grabbed a drink and sat down. He was grateful to see a girl walk in to order some food, but she was taking it away. Then two girls walked in. They got their food and sat at a table near his. He reasoned they could be there because they want to have a good space to talk with each other over food. Then walks in another girl, alone. She got her food and sat down. He went and bought another drink and asked if he could sit with her. Surprised, she said, "Okay, nice." Chuma sat down and spoke up. "I am Ezugo, and you?" She looks quite classy and yet down to earth. "I am Dera, from Chidera." "You live in town?" "Yes, I've been living in this town for the past 5 years. It's actually a job that brought me here. I am a project manager with T Global." "Oh, wow. Sounds interesting," said Chuma. Chuma asked, "Do you love what you do?" "Of course I do," said Dara. "Project management is an interesting field, but it is quite demanding. I have to keep upgrading to remain relevant. The field is quite dynamic." Chuma said, "And life is sure dynamic, isn't it?" Dara asked, "So Ezugo, what about you? What do you do for a living? How long have you been in this town?" "Well, I'm new in town and I am an IT person, just at the rudimentary stage, still trying to find my feet." "Oh, really? Welcome to the field," said Dara. "You must be coming to IT from another field, right?" "Yes, from biochemistry," said Chuma. "Don't worry, Ezugo. The important thing is to start. I have to run now, but you could take my number. I could guide you or show you what to do to run faster. I am not very good at coaching, but I could at least lend a helping hand." "Ezugo, I have to run now. My boss wants me to get him some information before tomorrow. I need to attend to that shortly. You have my number and I have yours. Keep me posted, please. Nice talking to you, Ezugo." Finding a wife is work. You pray and you look well to find. Let's join Chuma in his wife finding adventure in our next video, where he talks to girl number 35. Please encourage us to roll out and upload more life stories by giving this video a thumbs up, and please help us grow our channel by clicking the subscribe button and also the bell button in order to know when next we upload another very interesting story. Till then, remain amazing. Goodbye.